Hi everyone, I'm Miguel Rivera, and this is Real Talk with Miguel Rivera. You're listening to Real Talk with Miguel Rivera, a podcast that inspires individuals to connect, build community, and pursue their passion. My name is Miguel Rivera, and I'm an educator, community advocate, and executive director of Dream Big Project. And I'm sitting down with passionate and inspiring individuals to talk about their stories, the lessons they've learned, and how they're making an impact. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans of all ages. Welcome to episode 16 of Real Talk with Miguel Rivera. I have a special guest in front of me today that I'm excited to introduce you to. He describes himself as an upcoming chef providing delicious Caribbean food for the city of LA. I present to you Chef Victor Ramos. What's up, Vic? How you doing, man?
What's good, Miguel?
Appreciate you being on the podcast, bro. I'm really excited to talk about all that we're going to talk about. We were chopping it up prior to recording, and dude, I'm looking forward to fantasy this year. What about you, bro?
Man, don't we all, man? Fantasy is life.
There's been a lot of, well, first off, before we even go into that, just how you been, bro? Like, how you doing? I feel like we haven't got together and talked, just talked in a little while now, besides in person at least, right?
Right. Nah, man, I've been good, man. Just, like everybody else trying to, navigate through this COVID shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I cuss?
Yeah, you can cuss, bro. You're good.
My bad.
Good, man.
But, just trying to, navigate through this craziness that's going on and just hustling, man. Just trying to, stay on my grind.
Yeah, I see that.
Continue to move forward,
Yep. I see you've been putting in work, with your food online, promoting. Bro, every time I see the cooking, I'm like, I just think about all the bomb food that I've tried of yours and all the bomb food that I have not tried of yours. And then I see online your fam. Sometimes you promoting your fam on, on your Instagram. Right. Bro, your uncles oh my God. I just think about all the times we've had together, at least that I've got to experience with the fam. They're, great people, first of all.
Oh, thanks, man.
Super just down to earth, compassionate people. But at the same time, they know how to have a good time.
Right.
And they're hilarious as hell. That's what I love the most about them.
Oh, man.
So shout out to your fam, bro.
Damn. That's really nice of you, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Nah, man. I'm definitely blessed, man, with the family I have. And yeah, man, they've taught me, everything, I know, man,
Did they put you on game of cooking and food and all of that? Or how did that get introduced to you to begin with?
I mean, I think, I grasped onto cooking because of my mother, for sure. She's a awesome cook. I think everybody's like biased with their mom's cooking.
That's true, yeah.
You know what I mean?
My mom for sure too.
Shout out to your mom. Hey, Miguel's mom though, she does get down in the kitchen.
She does. I'm not gonna lie.
Like Miguel said, we've been knowing each other for a minute.
Man, since middle school, I think.
Right. Yeah, we go back, bro.
Way back. That's
so
crazy.
You could imagine how many meals I've had from Miguel's mother. She could get down as well.
She gives down. She loves it too. And thinking about that, all the meals we've had together, right away what come to mind is the meals we had in your kitchen after midnight, bro.
Hey, those are facts.
Man, how many memories we had with you and me, Charles,
right,
and others.
Jose, Nano. I remember one time, it was probably like, we were like 16. It was like sophomore year or something.
Yeah.
And we were blown, bro,
oh my God,
out of our mind. And
we went through your entire fridge, I think.
Yeah, we definitely did. And we were so like blown that we were just craving like the craziest foods. And I guess me being somewhat of a cook back then, you know, all you guys pressed me to be like, yo, let's go to your house, bro. You got all the food. Let's go eat over there. I'm like, shit.
And this is like 1 a.m. or 12 or
Yeah,
whatever time it was.
It had to be like 1 a.m.
Usually at that time.
Right. Yeah. And dude, we ended up making a freaking feast, man. I think we made
I think you legit cooked up some food. It wasn't like a sandwich or some cereal. You know, we legit turned on the stove 1 a.m.
Serious.
I think your fam was in the house still.
They was asleep.
I'm not sure. And we started cooking up a buffet, bro.
Right. I still remember it. I think we made it was like chicken breasts, a salad, and some cheese ravioli.
I think we even set the table and and made it like a legit. Oh, we were basically enjoying the hell out of this food.
It was like some family style shit.
Was fun, bro.
It was dope. That was definitely a good memory, man.
There was a few memories like that for sure, and I think ever since then we've been looking forward to your food.
Oh man, thanks.
And then I think I've even had you cater a few Dream Big events too.
Yeah,
that is probably my favorite dish that you've made that I've been exposed to.
Right.
At least from what I remember, it was the shrimp, rice.
Yeah. The chicken, I think chicken, you had.
Dessert you had too. I think that's the flan.
Oh yeah.
Oh bro.
Yeah,
flan.
man.
Oh my.
I'm telling you, I all the food that I cook, comes from my mom, man. Like she put me on game on all her, cooking skills.
And the culture too, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So, just being able to eat her food every day and watching her cook and go through the process, it's definitely been a blessing because I'm just really, what I'm cooking is really, what she's been cooking all her life. So I'm really fortunate to see and learn from her every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all the days that I've, been able to be there with her.
Learning from the best, man. Are there ever those moments in the kitchen, even with your sister? I know your sister cooks too, right?
Yeah.
Are there ever moments in the kitchen where you guys kind of outdo each other or try to compete with one another, anything like that?
I mean, I think there's always a little friendly competition, whatever. Yeah. We push ourselves to make the best food possible, you know what I mean? But I think at any time when we're all cooking together, we all know it's going to come out, good, and we just enjoy, being in each other's presence and
right.
Cooking together, I think.
Right. Get to do something you love, as a family.
Right.
And enjoying what you're cooking. That's dope. I can imagine how much closer that brings you guys together in a sense.
Oh, for sure. I think, yeah, definitely, man. I think that's what I like most about cooking is, that it does bring people together and, and we share something, we converse true. And we're social right. and that's what I definitely enjoy, man. Yeah. I like telling people to pull up, come through, the game's on, whatever. I'm cooking this, I'm getting down with this, or
expose people to your Pop's Laker dance. Getting down. I remember that.
Oh man, that dude, he's hilarious.
Your Pops
man.
is cool too, man.
Oh, thanks, man. He's definitely a funny guy, man. Love that dude.
You still do the Laker dance?
Yeah, he does. He did it last year when we won the finals, man. For some of you guys who don't know what the Laker dance is just this quirky, offbeat, funny ass dance that this dude does anytime when the Lakers win. So the real ones know, from the homies, the real ones know what that looks like, and every so often they'll ask me to tell my dad to do the Laker dance.
And he'll do it too.
He'll do it, dude. It's just, if you guys, if you guys would ever get to see it's just hilarious.
Yeah, the next time you see Vic's pops, ask him, hey, do the Laker dance. He'll be more than happy to do it for you.
Oh, man.
Especially if the Lakers are winning, and the game is on right then and there.
My guy's a huge Laker fan. I think, that's where it comes from. He's just so happy about the Lakers. That's how he expresses himself.
That's dope, though. That's super dope. That reminds me of my mom with the Dodgers. She'd be like, what time they start? Don't move me from the couch. I'm about to be on the couch. Yeah, my mom's a diehard Dodger fan, so I could definitely relate to the dancing, the celebrations, the excitement.
Yeah,
if you're an LA fan, it's exciting as hell, to be a Dodger fan, Laker fan, and be in LA at the same time, right?
Right, most definitely, man. It's like part of our culture, man.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean? Everybody loves going to Dodger games and having, a michelada there.
It's an $18 michelada.
That's right. Even though their michelada is a low-key trash. I don't like how they make their micheladas. They put Tabasco sauce in it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I can't even remember the michis there right now. But they did upgrade or expand their stadium more. Have you gone at all during this time right now?
Yeah, I definitely have. I only been to one game this year.
Have you seen anything new? Outfield mainly. I noticed is really big now.
Right. I was with Penny. We went to a game together, and the back is lit, bro.
It's dope.
They extended that shit, and it's just it's open. They got more, little stands, more little food spots. Right. And then, they have a place where you could just chill, they got stools there.
Don't they have a really big store now? Or is that...
I think so. I mean, in the back, I think I did see one. But I don't be buying nothing from the stores over there because that shit's mad expensive. Yeah.
Dude, it's 300% higher than retail at the mall or something
I'm good
that.
on that, bro.
It's outrageous, bro.
Yeah.
The tickets are already crazy right now, I bet. Yep. I went to one game, Dodgers Angels at Angel Stadium, though. But yeah, the tickets were crazy.
Right.
What?
I know. I think it's because, since, the pandemic and, fans want to get back in the stadiums, they raise the prices for sure.
That's true. And going back to culture, being in LA, just culture in general with food related, I feel different cultures have different food. So food really brings people together because you were talking about, inviting people over for food to eat. And we're just talking about food in general. Then the family and the Caribbean food. Then the culture tied to that, to your fam. I feel that's kind of played a big role in your life with the food, family, and then culture in general. Bringing all that together really kind of blows it up in a sense.
Right. No, yeah, it definitely does. I feel like it definitely does because out here, me being Puerto Rican and Dominican, feel like out here there's not a lot of us. You know, out here it's mostly predominantly Mexican or Central American. Mm-hmm. So when people come through to the house and get to experience, the fam vibes and
the bomb ass food
and the food, they really, for the most part, they really enjoy it. So I think, it's just that culture, it's just, I think people really get to appreciate it,
Yeah,
because they're not exposed to it,
Definitely, yeah, and I think as you become more exposed, you want to learn. At least for me, I want to learn more about the culture and be more exposed to it. Right. Not only the fam, the food, but the land, And I know you recently went to Puerto Rico, or where'd you go recently?
Yeah.
How was that, bro?
Man,
it looked dope as hell from when you shared online.
Man, amazing, bro. If you've never been to Puerto Rico, you definitely gotta go. It's so dope. I love it. It's like I said, the culture, the vibe, You know what I mean? If you ever been to Miami, you know, it's kind of like that.
Gotta go there too. Shoot.
Man.
I've been in New York, you know, that area of the East Coast, but nothing south of that.
Yeah.
Or like out in the ocean as far as Puerto Rico.
Right.
And Cuba.
Right. I feel like Miami is like tropical Vegas, kind of. Like a little party city, kind of. But then, you know, you got the palm trees and the nice beaches and stuff.
Is it super hot, like super uncomfortable?
I mean, a little bit. You know, it's humid.
But so that's the tropical vibe, right?
Right. Tropical vibe. It's not too hot, but the humidity kind of gets to you and stuff. But it feels good, you know? It feels like, you know, you're on vacation.
And you have fam on the island as well, like in Puerto Rico, or is it just kind of like what do you usually go out there for?
Yeah, so I mean, we went out there to celebrate my sister's birthday, but I definitely have fam over there as well. I have family over there from my dad's side. My dad doesn't have a lot of family to begin with, so we while we were out there, we visited my tío, two of my tías, and some of my cousins.
Nice. So it's always good vibes, good times when you go out there.
Yeah, hell yeah,
especially for
man.
him to like kind of visit his fam.
Right, and you know, he hasn't been there for a long time, so getting to see how he, you know, experiences it again, and you know, reminisce.
Right.
It's special.
Definitely.
You know, you get like a sort of like a deeper connection to you know where he's from, you know. And it's just dope. It's you get an appreciation for it.
Definitely. I was just gonna say that like as for you probably gain a deeper appreciation for the fam, for the land, the culture, all of it. You probably even get more connected.
Most definitely, man. Definitely. I you know, after being there, I'm like, man, I want to go back. You know, because I feel like there's a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things, of course, and, you know, experienced, I think, you know, a lot of things as well. But it's not enough for me, man. I know there's so much more I could learn and you know, you know,
I mean, there's still tons of, you know, hopefully we live a long life. So I'm sure you have many opportunities to kind of go back, meet more fam, start your own fam, you know, do all that, bro.
Right.
So it's only the beginning right now, right?
Exactly.
Especially in your career, like going back to you as a chef. I know you've been cooking you're always cooking up something. What are you currently up to when it comes to cooking? Any events, any specific opportunities that have kind of presented themselves right now in your life? Anything new? Anything that you're currently working on?
Well, you know, I'm always working towards, you know, opening a restaurant. I think that's my end goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, constantly just trying to build my clientele and, you know, work on my skills, getting better every day, working on my recipes and all that. And yeah, with that, you know, I'm cooking, you know, I try to sell food 2 or 3 times a week. You know, I'll make a post on my Instagram and, you know, set up shop and, you know, try to sell food. And then with that comes, you know, catering opportunities, you know, word of mouth.
People start reaching out to you through that.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where everything. Okay.
Right. And then I was also doing I don't know, you're familiar. You've been to one of my Casa de Lola dinners.
Oh yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get that going again. You know, with COVID, you know, we had to kind of put a pause to that.
Right. Definitely.
So now
and those are super dope events, man. Like,
oh, thanks,
I
man.
loved them, bro. I know I went to a few of them. I don't know if you have everyone at your house as far as the events, but the ones that I've gone to were at your place.
Right.
When you set up, right?
Yeah, definitely. We, it's at our place, and then it's also we started doing it at another location, which is my aunt's house. And so, yeah, basically for people who don't know what Casa de Lola is, it's basically a supper club, which means like we turn, our house, or another person's house into a restaurant. So, we set it up with the nice decor. We set up the tables, the chairs, and
lighting too.
The lighting, we set the vibe, and we try to turn our house into a restaurant where, people could come and enjoy the restaurant experience, but it's in a house. So it's very intimate. It's very like unique. I think a lot of people, end up enjoying it from what they tell us.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, and then we have, you
even have valet there one time.
Right.
I was like, okay, hold on, let me just get my chair transfer real quick. You can move the car afterwards.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, we try to do it right. We try to turn
and you even had somebody on, I think, playing the cello or a trumpet.
Yeah,
that was dope, bro.
Oh, you went to that one?
Yeah, that was dope.
That was lit.
I was like, hey, I'm feeling this. The vibe is real.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, if you got a lady you trying to impress, you know what I mean? That's the spot you got to take her to, because it's very unique. Anybody could go to a restaurant, make a reservation, nice view, whatever. But what Casa de Lola provides is an experience I'm pretty sure many haven't experienced before, and it's just different, man. It's different.
Casa de Lola, I know family is tied to that as well, right?
Yeah, it's a whole family operated thing.
Because I remember at the dinner there was like a informative. I don't know who from your family Casa de Lola is dedicated to or in memory of, or
is it?
No.
Is that
right?
Yeah. No, okay. You're right. It's in memory of our grandmother. Yes, we used to call her Mama Lola. So, the name is a play, on her name. And yeah, we basically dedicated, that our supper club to her, because she is the core to everything we do. She's the core to why our family is the way it is, why we're so loving and like to get together and like to cook. Like she was one of the best cooks for sure.
Dang.
Like I could still remember the meals I've had from her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And so I feel like because of her, you know what I mean? My mom is a great cook. And
that legacy lives on.
Right. And it's just being passed down. So
that's what's up.
We felt like it was only right to dedicate to commemorate her in that type of way,
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I didn't know that until I attended the event, but I thought that was really cool that you were able to incorporate her, or it was through her, like her legacy, right?
Right.
So I didn't know that prior to going, and then I kind of started seeing it through your family, your moms, obviously, your sister, you, and then everyone else who's just very supportive and loving and down. Especially your uncle, bro. Who's your uncle who's just hilarious? Oh my God. He is always getting down to the vibes. Like every time I see some of him, bro.
That's
Shout out to him.
He's funny. That's my Uncle Nelson, man. I love that dude. He's so funny, man. Like he's just good vibes, man. Yeah. He always just trying to make you feel welcomed, and just he's the turn up king for sure. Definitely.
I could, I've seen it live in the flesh. So he's definitely the turn up king. I know food, the culture and all that's been living through you since birth and the family, but when did you start cooking up on your own, and when did you realize like yeah, I want to do this, or this is something I am interested in doing?
Right. I think I would probably say like 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's early, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I said, my mom was a great cook, so I was blessed to eat her food every day, and I was just amazed on how many great dishes she would make throughout the week. Like there would be no off day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You were like, how much? This shit is bomb.
Right. Hence of me being like a little chubby little kid.
Yeah.
Growing up or whatever. But I definitely think it was from her cooking, and then me just being curious, curious on how she would make things and stuff, and then I kind of started trying to cook my own stuff.
Did you try to make the exact same thing she would make, or you would try to kind of mix it up a little bit?
No, I actually probably like, when I remember, I was like big on breakfast.
Oh yeah,
like that was like
Hey.
right. Like
Breakfast is bomb.
I felt like I didn't need help from her with that.
Okay.
Like I could kind of just do my own thing.
You were highly motivated for that breakfast.
Right.
So you were like, I don't need your help for this.
Yeah, exactly. I was having breakfast for dinner and shit.
Yeah.
But nah, I think me, I was definitely trying to do that on my own, and then I started to realize I was growing an interest and love for it.
Yeah.
And then I probably like slowly, gradually started trying like other dishes and little dishes here and there. Then also I would say my dad was a big influence, because he's a foodie as well. And he would bring like the craziest ingredients home.
For real?
Yeah, like
He would get them from like not a random market, or where would he discover these random?
I mean, crazy.
Ingredients.
I mean, not too crazy, but like, he'll bring back like octopus and shit.
Oh yeah.
And like clams, and
He'd be like, hey, Victor, I got something for you.
Mijo, I got some pulpo, mijo. Please.
Mijo, please, mijo.
Nah, but for real, like he would bring like, just ingredients that I wouldn't even, I wasn't exposed to. And so him being curious about it, I was just like, damn, like, what is this?
You're like, let's go to work with this.
Right. I wouldn't cook it, but, he would cook it or my mom would cook it. And I'm just like, wow, like, whoa, like that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that he had an influence in my interest in cooking. And then also my sisters, for sure. They, just my whole family, my immediate family, we were just all big fan of foodies.
Yeah.
We would, enjoy all the food my mother would cook. We would embrace anything she would cook for the most part. And then we would like watch Food Network together.
I was just gonna say that, like, as a foodie family, what other experiences do foodie families kind of have together? Like, also, I mean, everybody goes out to eat, but do you guys kind of pick specific spots? Like, hey, I heard about this spot, let's go here.
Most
Things like that.
Yeah. You gotta. It's a must. You got to do your research before you just pull up to a place.
Right.
I mean, if you're on the go or whatever, of course, got the time to.
But y'all be hitting up some unique spots though, right? I mean, how do you guys usually do your research and decide on what place to go to or what ingredients to kind of incorporate? Like, how do you guys go about that?
I mean, I think we just, at least for me, like I follow chefs, so.
Okay.
Instagram has made it easy for me to follow chefs and what they're up to and all that. So a lot of these chefs, there's a lot of talented people out here in LA. Excuse me, sorry.
I bet, man.
There's a lot of talented chefs out here in LA. And I just, I like to see what they're up to. You know what I mean? I try to try out their pop-ups, their spots, and try to get inspired by it. So
nice.
I don't like to just waste, not waste money, but I really want it to be, if I'm going to try something out, if I'm going to go out to eat, for the most part, I want it to be worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, that's a great point. Not just mindlessly buy some food just because you're hungry.
Right.
But really try to use that towards, where you could try something bomb or new. Yep. Especially if it's going to be related to like your work and, and food in general, if that's something you're passionate about. Exactly. That makes sense. Yeah.
No, exactly. I with every meal, I try to like draw inspiration.
It's intentional. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely intentional. And I try to draw inspiration from it. Like if it's bomb, I'm like, damn, like, okay, how can I kind of recreate this and do it my own way? Yeah. You know what I mean? Or it could be even like one ingredient or aspect of a dish that I really enjoyed. And I'm just like, okay, I could flip that. I could do that and add that to this, If there's like a bomb sauce, that was on a plate of food that I liked, I'm like, okay, maybe I could do that sauce my own way and incorporate it to my own dish or something,
I'm one of those people who are not big in the kitchen at all, obviously. And so that's cool how you could try different foods, meet different people, be exposed to different things, and like kind of manipulate it in your own way. Like as far as your food, right then and there, like I could do this, I could do that, change this up. And so is that like nonstop for you every time you have food?
Yep. It's all the time. I don't even have to try it. If I look at something, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It just inspires me, man.
That's dope, man.
And
that's
I think,
super dope, bro.
I think that's what I enjoy about cooking. Another thing I enjoy about cooking a lot is just like, being inspired and pushing my, creativity. Yeah. It forces me to be creative and think outside the box a lot. Right. And yeah, man, like I think about food 24 hours a day, dude. Like
when it comes to creativity and food, I mean, again, this is coming from someone who's unaware of kind of the food industry and all that goes into it. Like, what does that look like when it comes to getting creative in the kitchen?
It's just however you want to express yourself. You know what I mean? There's no standard to, what being creative is in the kitchen or anything. It's just like whatever you want to cook, whatever you're feeling that day, you know what I mean? You just do it because you feel it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I think that's what's dope. It's just, it lets you be free. Right. And there's no limits to it, Right.
There's no like right or wrong.
Right. You just literally could do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And I definitely I think that's what's dope.
That's what's up. And I remember, were there ever times where there was two things I was gonna say, but the first one I wanted to say was, were there ever times where you kind of doubted yourself on this path, on this journey of being a chef, of cooking food? Like, were there ever doubts kind of that crept up? I know because you're coming from a family of foodies, so I don't know if that was ever any pressure or anything at all.
Oh, for sure, 100%. The food industry is very intimidating, It's just very cutthroat, and you look at other chefs, and for the most part, they tell you to go to culinary school, and then from there get a job, at a restaurant, predominantly like a high end restaurant, and being in that environment, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of like it's what you would, it's kind of, it's cliche, like what you would see like from like a Gordon Ramsay show or something. Right. It's low key like that, Damn. I mean, obviously there's there's different restaurants like differentiate in experiences, but for the most part it's that type of pressure and stuff. So my experiences coming out of culinary school, my first couple restaurants I worked at, it was very hard on me, and it instilled a lot of doubt in me,
Damn, like what was going on there?
Just, my skills, like I felt like, coming in, I wasn't, up to speed like the other cooks in the kitchen. And, just me able to handle like pressure and stuff. I wasn't great at that. So
like the speed of things,
the speed of
where
things.
The pressure comes?
Yeah, exactly. It's like if somebody puts in an order in a restaurant,
right?
They say that window to make that food is like 12 to 15 minutes.
Dang.
So you could imagine if it's a restaurant that seats 200 people, all those orders coming in, and you only have 4 or 5 cooks trying to execute all those dishes. Gotta be quick. You gotta be clean.
No time for mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta be on point.
You said clean too?
Yeah, you gotta be clean. That's a must.
Got to.
You just have to be on point, like I said, and if you're not, the chef, the head chef is gonna let you hear it,
Damn.
And so,
right then and there, or like towards the end of the night?
Man, what? No, right then and there, bro.
For real?
Yes, they don't sugarcoat shit, bro.
Damn.
I'm telling you, like on some Gordon Ramsay shit.
Damn. And then it's like that in every restaurant.
I mean, from my experiences, that's how it was for me. But I've heard, I have a lot of chef friends and stuff, so I've heard their experiences, and some of them aren't the same as mine.
Damn.
But for me, the first 2 restaurants, it was definitely like that.
For real? Where were these restaurants located?
Anaheim Hills.
Anaheim Hills. Okay.
Yeah, I worked at my first gig was at El Cholo, Mexican restaurant in Anaheim Hills, and then
was it big? Was it a big restaurant?
Yeah, it was brand new.
Oh, okay, damn.
Big as hell. So you can imagine the type of crowds they attracted. A new restaurant, Mexican restaurant,
right? Especially if it's new.
A new Mexican restaurant in Anaheim Hills.
For real.
Like, let me get a margarita.
Hey, where's the chef? Can I kiss the chef?
Yeah. Nah, I'm just playing. But it used to be packed. So
how many chefs were in the kitchen at a time? Like when you were there, how many people were helping out?
4 including me.
And are there different roles? Like there's a head chef. What are the other chefs doing?
So yeah, there's a head chef. But our head chef took the role as a busser.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? He made sure like
he wanted to be kind of seeing what's going on type
exactly.
thing?
Make sure that everything is plated correctly.
Okay.
Everything is seasoned. He'll remind us like, yo, you put pepper on this. You put the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After we, the line cooks would make the food. He's the last line of inspection. Okay. You know what I mean?
So before they take it out, he'll inspect it.
Exactly.
Dang.
Make sure it's on point, that it's plated to his liking, and then he would, then he gives it to the servers, and they're gone.
So a lot of the time, the head chef is not always cooking up the food.
No, exactly. Actually, most of the time, they're not cooking up the food.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So when a head chef is like part of a big restaurant, whatever, of course they're responsible for the menu, the recipes, and all that. They're responsible of training their staff and all that. But after that's set in stone and, they got, he got that going or whatever, then he's usually not on the line. You know what I mean? He's usually doing the other stuff.
Like observing or just
making sure everything is on point.
Yeah.
And sometimes not even in the kitchen, he's meeting people here and there. He's doing business stuff. Yeah. Whatever.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's how it was.
Are there female head chefs too?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. From my experience, it was not as many, and I know in my field, there's not as much as men, but there's definitely women chefs.
Yeah.
And they're badass, man.
They get down.
They get down, man.
That's what's up.
women chefs that I know, they're fucking dope. And they're like, they're cutthroat too. Like they don't play. So
they're probably even more cutthroat, like, because they probably have to go through different experiences than like men in the field or something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, like more like had to prove themselves because they're a woman.
Most definitely. I've seen it, man. I've seen it. Like, you know, workers doubt, you know, the women chefs just because they're women. Like, shit is bullshit, but
that's wild.
That's definitely some things that they go through.
Right. And you were talking about like the doubt that you experience going in during these restaurants, like especially in the beginning for you. Is that still the same for you now? Like kind of going from the beginning when because I think you went to culinary school too, right? At Cerritos, I think.
Yeah. I did the program that they offer.
And did that kind of prepare you, or did you think that was unnecessary? People don't really need to go to culinary. Is that a must? I
don't think it's a must, but it definitely helped me for sure. Cool. Because why I say it's not a must, because I know of many that are great cooks and great chefs that started as a dishwasher. You know what I mean? It just depends, you know. But I definitely think it helped me. Yeah. You know, helped me with my knife skills and just it got me accustomed to like get familiar with the kitchen and certain, you know, kitchen tools and cooking techniques. You could get that same experience at a restaurant. You know what I mean? But you'll be working from the bottom, and you'll probably be working there for, you know, trying to get that experience for a minute. But I mean, it really doesn't matter.
So it kind of depends where you're at, like as far as the opportunities you have presented to you, resources, things like that.
Yep. Some people don't. They feel like they don't have the time for the school, or they just feel like they need to work or whatever. So I know many chefs that were just like, you know what, you know, I'm just gonna do it. You know,
I'll figure it out as I go. As I'm working, myself, learn from the experience and stuff.
Exactly. But the Cerritos program is definitely dope. Like, you know, many would think like, what, Cerritos program? Like, they got a culinary program? What? Yeah. You know, it's not no like cordon bleu or whatever, but
what's cordon bleu?
Cordon bleu is basically another culinary schooling that, you know, that they offer out here in California and many other cities in America, but it's just super expensive.
Oh, it's like one of the top schools for culinary?
It's like the top.
Oh, the top. Okay.
Yeah, in America. So damn, it's like, I heard it's like $30,000. Damn. You know what I mean?
Like for the whole program?
For like a semester, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
Sheesh.
So
that's straight up culinary. Yeah. There's no like general ed classes that you have to take on the side, like if you were to go to a community college.
That's just like, I feel like that's just the straight up culinary program, you know what I mean, that you would have to go through. But yeah, this shit's mad expensive. So, you know, I felt like Cerritos was a good alternative that made sense for me.
Yeah, and on the outside, because I think I was going to Cerritos while you were there, because I remember seeing you in the kitchen, or at least that cafeteria area. It looked dope. Like the setup was dope. Yeah. The food was bomb. I know I've had food there a few times. That was good.
It was really cool because, you know, they have a big cafeteria. So they basically treated the cafeteria as like a restaurant kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So you got to get that experience too, like as if it was your restaurant.
Right. It was like it was like a mock kitchen. And, you know, they had us practicing in there for 2 years, you know, and we would sell and serve food to the students of Cerritos. And we had like a lot of options on the menu, you know what I mean? So I think the way they set that up was dope because...
go ahead.
No, No, I was just saying, I think the way they set that up was dope. You know, how they changed the cafeteria to feel like a real kitchen.
That's cool.
And it got us, you know, accustomed to what other kitchens would feel like, you know?
Damn, I feel like that was so long ago. Like,
I know,
right?
It was.
That was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. Like, what the hell? That was community college.
Right.
You know, just thinking about just where we're at now. That was like, what? 10 years, was it? Almost 10 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 10 years, bro. Definitely.
Sheesh.
Yeah, because I went into community college at 18, and then I was doing some other shit, general ed, whatever. And then I think like a couple years after I was doing the college, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go into do this culinary stuff. So at 20, 10 years ago.
And I remember you talking about wanting to do a food truck. Is that something you still are interested in, or are you kind of thinking restaurant more now?
Most definitely I want to do a food truck for sure. But, you know, I thought that was my first, you know, thing I wanted to, you know, open up or whatever. But kind of doing the research now, just like feel like maybe a small restaurant would be dope.
Might as well do that instead.
Yeah, and then move on to a truck. Because I hear, you know, doing the research and speaking to a lot of other chefs, you know, they say that working on a food truck is like very hard on your body. And
really,
it's like,
is it like the space?
Yeah, the space and, you know, the heat. And all that. And so it's a little bit more exhausting than having your own place. So I think if I open up my own place first and, you know, have that shit be popping or whatever.
Heck yeah.
And then move on to getting a food truck. That way it could be moving everywhere, you know, and I'll have two shops kind of.
Yeah, in a sense. Bro, you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Like easily. I mean, you obviously know more about all of it than I do, but from what I know of you and the food in general, I think people are already supporting you and love your food. So what are some things that you're waiting for to make that happen? Obviously, like finances would be a number one or a big thing. Are there any other things that you're kind of trying to develop or work on prior to making that happen?
Definitely. I think, you know, I'm trying to, you know, get a solid, like, amazing menu down. You know what I mean? Trying to develop that. So, you know, the food could speak for itself. I feel like, you know, I'm almost there, but before I open up something, I want my shit to be legit, you know? I don't want to just open it up because I'm like, oh, you know, I need something right now. I kind of want it to be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely one of the reasons. Another reason is, like you said, is just like saving up, you know? Restaurants aren't cheap.
That shit expensive.
Right. I'm not trying to take out no loans or anything.
Yep.
Probably gonna have to, like, maybe a small loan, but
or even do like, I forgot what it's called, but when you start asking, instead of going to the bank, you go to like family and friends. You know, hey, I'm trying to open this up.
Right.
You guys trying to invest?
I know. I was thinking that. I was thinking about making a GoFundMe.
Because some people would be down. You know.
No, definitely.
Like, there are people who are for sure about that will contribute to that.
Yeah. You know? No. I feel that too. You know. I definitely. There's a lot of people who. There's a lot of people who support me. I think that would work. And then lastly, my sister, my future business partner, she's in New York right now. She, like you said, she's also a chef. She's getting her experience. Like she's actually managing a kitchen.
Nice.
So
would that be considered head chef or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up.
It's not. It's not your conventional like restaurant. She works for a school.
Oh, okay.
And she's basically like the cafeteria lady.
Oh, that's dope.
And she's in charge of curating a menu for the kids.
Nice.
And you know, she's responsible of buying the food and all of that.
She gets to create that like all on her own, or does she kind of have some type of direction, like, okay, you have this to work with?
Right. It's kind of like that.
Being that it's a school and stuff, I don't know how limited she is.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. She has a little bit of limitations of what she could do, but I mean, she still gets to be pretty like creative and stuff, and it's it's what she kind of wants to do. So I think her, you know, I don't want to rush her getting that experience.
Right.
You know, it's valuable experience that she's getting. So it's only going to make, you know, our future restaurant that much stronger.
That's cool, man. That's really, really cool. What are some similarities and differences between you and your sister as like chefs? Like, do you guys complement each other? Are you the same? Like, how does that look?
I mean, honestly, I haven't cooked. I really don't know because I haven't cooked with her for a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and when she comes down to LA or whatever, we cook. You know, it's very minimal. It's kind of weird. We used to cook a lot, but not anymore. Obviously, she's in New York.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. That would be interesting, and I have been thinking about that a lot because I'm like, you know, it sounds all like, you know, sunshine and rainbows. Like, yeah, you know, like she's gonna be my business partner,
right? And
we're gonna kill it. But you know, you can't overlook the chemistry we will have in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
What do you find out? It could be like?
I think it would like have its ups and downs.
Oh, you think so? Yeah. Like
yeah, because I think, you know, like any brother and sister relationship, you know,
right?
You have your ups and downs. You know, you fight like brothers and sisters, and you love like brothers and sisters.
That's true.
So, like, you know, when we argue, you know, but then like we're also, you know, kind to each other, and we hear each other out, and we're compassionate.
And is this kitchen related, or is this more like this brother and sister family related?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, regular brother and sister relationship. So I could see how it could like, you know, go into cooking or whatever.
Right.
But I think like, you know, we love each other so much, and we support each other so much, and you know, not only that, our family supports us so much. They believe in what we're doing, and support us to the fullest. I don't think something small like that would affect.
Yeah, I think it'll only strengthen what you guys have.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It'll allow you to kind of improve the relationship in certain areas that maybe you guys never really paid attention to.
Right.
And then you finally kind of come together and like, yo, we got this kitchen, this restaurant, like, let's make this happen. And then things will kind of fall into place.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, for sure, there, just like you said, you know, with every brother and sister, there'll be those things you have to discuss or work out. But and definitely see a bright future.
Thank you, man.
Restaurant and food in general, man. Talking about it just getting me hungry. Thinking about it, bro.
Thanks, man. You know, we trying to rep for our family hard out here in LA.
Oh yeah, bro. I hear you. I asked you a couple of questions. The first question I had brought up was, what are you currently up to? Right. We had talked a little bit about that already. You mentioned currently you're building your catering business. Mm-hmm. And I think even before we started recording, we talked about a potential upcoming event. Is it for catering? No, I don't think it's catering, but let's expand on that. How's the catering business, first off? What have you been doing with that right now?
Catering business is going well. Like I said, you know, this COVID stuff has been really weird for a lot of people and stuff, including me. But it has also opened a lot of opportunities for myself, because I feel like, you know, since a lot of people are not eating out, you know what I mean, spending money outside of their home, they're forced to, you know, look for alternatives or whatever. So I've been getting a lot of catering requests. Yeah, catering requests. Been getting a lot of catering requests, you know, for parties, baby showers, graduations, whatever. So just trying to build on that, you know, word of mouth, you know, trying to keep that going. And yeah, so I just did a catering last week for a graduation party. Came out dope. had my little new business cards or whatever.
Hey.
Gave it to the people. They seemed like they loved it. Shouted me out on Instagram. I think just trying to, take every catering opportunity.
Yeah.
And, capitalize on it, make great food. That way people spread the word,
And people reach out to you for catering on Instagram, or in general, is it all Instagram, like catering?
It's mostly Instagram. I mean, some people have my number, you know what I mean? So they'll text me or whatever, hit my line. But it's mostly through Instagram. You could also reach out to me through my Gmail, which is chefvicramos@gmail.com. So, yeah.
And then you have a website that you're putting together too, right?
Yeah. It's chefviceats.com.
That's dope. Chef Vic Eats.
You like that name?
That's tight. Yeah. I like that name, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Coming from you, man.
Chef Vic Eats. That's tight.
I like that.
That could be like your restaurant name. That sounds dope too.
That sounds nice.
Chef Vic Eats.
Hey, man, coming from you, man. If you think it sounds nice, I really appreciate that, because you got your whole little shit going down. Dream Big project.
Trying, man. Just out here in the community, trying to build community, and at the same time inspire others to do the same, and really just bring attention,
right,
to it.
Bro, I see you, man. You've been doing it for a minute, man. You've been doing it, like you said, for 10 years. To start it from the ground up.
Wild, literally.
You know what I mean? And where it is now.
And it's only going to get better and bigger. And, man, we're going to be, I see within the next couple of years, bringing a wellness center to Norwalk, to the community. So that's really the plan. Don't want to give it away too much, but yeah, that's the direction.
That's one big goal you're trying to accomplish.
That's the vision,
bro.
Once that happens, which it will, man, it's gonna be wild.
I'm already knowing, man. You've been doing some big stuff, bro. You're making, like you said, you're making a difference in this community, man, and that takes a lot of sacrifice. And you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You just got to have it in you. You know what I mean? So.
I agree. I think it's something that, and I'm sure you can relate to that, right? With cooking and doing everything you're doing, it's not something that's for everyone, like you got to really, there's got to be something inside of you that's speaking to you, like,
for real,
light the fire, that really kind of gets you going. Yeah, not every day is like up and a great, happy, positive day, but that's, natural and normal. And once you kind of understand that, like, it's going to be ups and downs, and you kind of take them as they come, but you still understand, all right, let's go, got to do what I got to do, and let's make it happen, and once you can kind of understand that and kind of grasp that mentality, then you'll take on whatever comes your way. And that's just kind of how it's been for me over these years. And obviously, like with you too, just like family support and just those vibes are always great and uplifting. Friendships like ours and are uplifting as well. So all those things play a role into just the big picture. So I try to cherish all that as well and appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you, man. And you're a big part of it too, bro. I mean, from the beginning.
Thanks,
our
man.
friendship and obviously our collaborations, and I think support for one another, all of that contributes to it. You're a part of it too, bro.
Thanks, man. So, I think real recognize real, man.
Yeah, that's a real. Yeah,
I know what type of grind you're going through. It's not ours. Is not the same exact type of grind, but like you said, having that passion for what you love, and getting up every day and trying to get at it and building on your brand.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like we have a mutual respect, a deep mutual respect for one another, because
I agree.
You know what I mean? We're building our shit right now. So it's only up. It's only up from here.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who support us, with that.
Yes. Thank you. All the homies, everybody from Norwalk, everybody, that came along the way, supported us,
We out here.
We out here, man.
Definitely. You were talking about earlier, potentially having an event, like an outdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. So when is this podcast gonna drop? This episode.
It'll be dropping Monday.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough time.
Yeah,
Bet.
some time.
So the Puerto Rican, New York usually has the Puerto Rican Day Parade on June 13th. It's a big thing over there. Obviously, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans. So I've been discussing with one of my good friends that is like connected in the city and stuff. And we're trying to put together an event, to celebrate the Puerto Rican parade at a park. We don't have a location yet. But definitely it will be going down June 13th on Sunday. It's going to be a dope event. I'm going to be catering the event, be making bomb Puerto Rican food. You know what I mean? Bomb Puerto Rican food. We're going to have the music. You already know the salsa, the merengue, all of that good stuff.
Uncle's going to be there too?
Yeah. He's most definitely going to be there.
He's about to be the live entertainment.
Right.
I can't wait.
Y'all should just go for that on itself. But yeah, so the vibes are going to be lit. You know what I mean? There's going to be good music. We're going to set up some domino tables. And it's just going to be cool, man.
Hey, you gotta have the domino tables, bro.
Got to.
That's the culture.
I love dominoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Throw
it's just
some
like
spades in there, too.
Ooh, man, whatever y'all want.
That's dope, though.
It's going to be a park setting, so, people could just bring their blankets, their lawn chairs or whatever, and just post up. Bring whatever games you want. It's just going to be just come out, enjoy a nice day on Sunday. Hopefully it's, sunny and shit. Enjoy the food, enjoy the music, and, try to celebrate, and embrace the Puerto Rican culture.
That sounds dope, bro. Definitely be there. That's on Sunday, June 13th.
Yeah.
That should be the date.
I think that's Sunday.
I know you mentioned the time or locations to be determined, but as far as the date itself will be Sunday the 13th.
It's Sunday the 13th.
Okay, cool.
I just checked.
And then I'm sure you'll share like more detail about the time and the location as it comes, right?
Yep.
For sure, bro.
It's gonna be dope.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. Any idea what you're gonna cook?
Yeah, I got an idea. I'm gonna make arroz con guandules, which is like rice with beans inside the rice. It's like a traditional Puerto Rican rice. Thinking of making pernil, which is a roasted pork shoulder, and it's like that's usually a hit with the people because it's like slow cooked for 5 hours. Ooh, you know what I mean?
That sounds bomb.
Well seasoned with like a mojo garlic mojo seasoning. I'm thinking those two right now. I don't know what I'm gonna accompany it with. I'm gonna do probably plantains.
Oh yeah,
that's a must for sure. And yes,
any flan by any chance in the mix?
You like that flan,
bomb, bro?
Hey,
oh my god,
man, that shit is so bomb. Yeah, hey man, that's a good idea. I might just make some for you, bro.
Bro, just make me a whole tray. It's like a whole tray the size of this table, bro. I'll be happy with that. I'll be set. You won't give me nothing else.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, maybe. I might make it. But definitely, regardless, it's going to be some fire food. Y'all can't miss out.
Oh, yeah. June 13th, Sunday. Please stay tuned for that. I asked you, what do you think people underestimate about you the most? You mentioned underestimate my intelligence. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, man. I think
you're a smart dude, though, bro.
I appreciate it.
To be honest, I don't see that, but obviously I'm not you. But yeah, why? I mean, not in fantasy football, though. Honestly, bro, your intelligence IQ level is low when it comes to fantasy, bro.
Don't disrespect me like that, bro. I'm the king. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think you even have a title. Do you have any titles, bro?
You really bringing this up, bro? Damn, you gonna do me like that? Nah, I don't have any titles, but
man.
You know,
I mean, like Bear, he talks all this smack. I think he recently just won one last year.
My guy's sick in the head, bro. He He's trash. You know, he already
Terrible.
talk a lot, so
Super trash.
so you know
That makes it even worse, right?
Exactly.
And he's a Raider fan on top of that.
Oh my.
That's another dang. That's
Oh
tough.
my God, that guy. Yeah, that my guy for sure has some issues. He is trash in fantasy football. Let me just let that be known.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree with that. That's for sure. Bear, if you're listening to this, you're trash, bro.
You're trash, bro. No,
But underestimate your intelligence. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, man. I just, you know, I've gone through some experiences in my life where, you know, people kind of, I don't know, just made some digs at me or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's you know, because I don't have the degree, or I don't have, you know, academically I'm not, you know, as accomplished as, you know, others or whatever. You know, if I took, I don't know if it's because I took the culinary route or whatever, but I just know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Fuck that, bro.
I'm too critical, or like looking, you know, too into it too much or whatever, but I don't know. I noticed that a little bit.
Okay.
Which is, you know, it's cool. It's fine. You know.
Could it be like you're very critical of yourself?
It could be. That definitely could be. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just like looking
Yeah.
into
Could be it a little
too
bit.
much.
Yeah, because I think, you know, when it comes to like comparing ourselves to others or wanting this and wanting that, I don't. I think you're like, we all have different forms of intelligence.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no one standard of like, I'm at this level and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in your industry, bro, you got the food intelligence. You on game with all of that. You
Right.
know, the kitchen, the research, the food, restaurant business,
Right.
food trucks, you know, all of that. Like, so that's your form of intelligence. Like, I think it was Kobe who talked about that somewhere. I listened to. They were talking about different forms of intelligence.
Really?
Like, you know, if you're an athlete, your intelligence is within that sport or
Right.
sports in general.
That lane.
You know, it's not necessarily as a politician, you know, in office, right?
Yeah.
There's a difference there. Like, your intelligence as an athlete is going to outweigh the politician coming into the court and trying to ball up with you. Like, that's not
True.
right. You know,
No,
whereas you go into the courtroom or the Capitol or any, you know, political arena, that athlete may not do as well as that politician.
Yeah.
Right. So we have all different forms of intelligence. So I don't think when it comes to like being critical of ourselves, that's a different story.
Right.
You know, we got those standards and you're like, I'm trying to hit every one.
Right.
But sometimes we got to take those L's, you know,
Oh, for sure.
whatever it may be. But I feel you though.
I think but I think you hit it on the head. It's like I do that a lot. I've noticed, you know, I compare myself to others, which is like very toxic,
Right.
You know, and, you know, doing some self-reflecting, you know, it's just, it doesn't do you any good to do that. So, you know, I was very self-conscious about like my intelligence a little bit, like I said, because I didn't have those accolades of somebody
Right.
in, you know, getting their degree or whatever in academics or whatever. So I think after, you know, it just, you know, with time going as you grow older, you just realize like that shit is toxic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do you no good.
Definitely. Absolutely not. And I think there's ways that we could go about kind of removing ourselves from that, you know, whether, even if it's within our own mindset, like we could have those conversations,
Yeah.
you know, or, you know, take steps on practicing good mental health, like whatever that is, right? So there's definitely a lot of support, help, and just things that we can do on our own that help with that, if that ever becomes something that is too overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it is normal and natural for us to compare and want other things that we may not have at the moment. But just know too, bro, like you you've achieved a lot, is what I'm saying. And you're very intelligent in a lot of the things that you're doing, and I admire you for those things.
Oh, thanks,
you
bro.
Know, like I
Appreciate
really
it. That means a lot.
love what you're doing, and that's why I'm always just kind of reaching out here and there to see what's on the menu and just what's up, and
right,
because I think there's a lot of great things to come.
Thanks, man. No, I think I'm starting to realize that.
Oh yeah.
Too, I'm just finally starting to realize, like, damn,
hell yeah,
this shit's it's just about to be crazy in the next couple of years. But I appreciate, friends like you and others, friends and family, like always instilling confidence in me. And making me believe in myself, because that shit's invaluable. You know what I mean? Having real support from real ones, like, that just motivates me to keep going, because some days you don't believe, like, you doubt yourself and you don't believe, like, things could get done or whatever. But when you hear from others to keep going and that they believe in you, then it makes you want to go twice as hard.
I could definitely relate to that, brother. And yeah, just keep doing it, man. You're doing it. You've been doing it. So as you can see just how things are turning out, it's only going to get better, bro.
Thanks, man.
Only going to get better.
I appreciate it, bro. For real.
I asked you something you do regularly, a practice or a habit that is challenging but totally worth it. You mentioned challenging my creative side to my cooking. And we talked a little bit about creativity in the kitchen earlier. Yeah. Is there anything in particular right now that you're working on?
Well, like I said, I'm really trying to get this menu going, my menu set. So I'm constantly just in the kitchen, in the lab, how I like to say, trying to cook up some fire shit and just be creative with it. I came from Puerto Rico, super inspired by the food and the dishes that I've never tried before or were exposed to. And I'm like, damn, like, let me try that or whatever. So I think that's one of the things I enjoy. My daily practices, do you know what I mean? Is just challenging myself to be creative with the food, with the recipes I'm coming up with, and trying to do things that people haven't seen, at least on this side of town,
When you try new things, for example, in Puerto Rico, when you went and tried food and got inspired, what do you take from that, incorporate? Do you try to make that same exact item, or do you take like certain ingredients from that and add them to your menu? How do you usually do that? I kind of, a little bit of both, or how do you?
I think, hold on, sorry, I got to burp again. Jesus, sorry.
You're good.
I think that's what I like to do. I like to try to incorporate things from, a certain dish I had, something I enjoyed, and then incorporate the flavors that I'm used to and that I like to cook with, and kind of, make it into just its own dish,
Yeah, got it.
So, like, for example, like, I was out there, I was eating a lot of mofongo. Mofongo, if you guys don't know, it's like smashed plantain. First you fry the plantain, then you smash it into like a little like hill or like a mound, but you mix it with garlic, cilantro, a little bit of lemon juice. It's like a plantain mashed potato type of stuff, kind of. So it's so fire, man.
It sounds good.
Right. Damn. And that's the thing. That's why I said, like, over here, people are not exposed to that. So yeah, I wanna try to show people, like, yo, our food from, our islands, Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico is like delicious,
Hell yeah.
So I try to, I had some dishes over there, and I would try to like incorporate the things I like from what they served and put it with my dishes. So I had the mofongo out there, and I thought it was bomb. I had it with chicken, but I was just like, man, you know what? Maybe if I could pair this with some like octopus, like
Ooh.
you know what I mean, some bomb octopus, and season it very well. You know, kind of just put my own spin on things.
Right. So that's kind of what you think about when you're trying new things.
Yeah, exactly. Just incorporate it into what I like. And
have you got to make it yet since you've gotten back?
I did.
Oh, you did?
It was fire. Was it good as you imagined? Know what I mean? It was bomb, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be arrogant about it. But it was bomb. I actually did that, and I paired it with some shrimp. I made the shrimp boiling style or boiling crab style.
Oh my god! How do you do that, bro?
I put in like the whole shebang sauce.
Oh, you make it too, the whole shebang sauce?
Yes, sir.
Oh my!
From scratch,
How
man.
do you do that, bro?
Man, you research.
Is it a process?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of quick and easy?
It's easy.
Oh,
it's all. I think the whole shebang sauce. It's all in the seasoning.
Oh, okay.
So
you were saying you made your own sauce.
Yeah. So I felt like, you know, I love the mofongo. I love the taste of it, but I'm like, man, you know, this shit would go good with some octopus. I tried it with some octopus. It was bomb. And then I also tried it with the whole shebang shrimp. Because I love boiling crab.
Yeah,
boiling crab's so fire to me. And I feel like it's right. And I feel like it's like part of our culture in a sense out here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like everybody goes to boiling crab.
Oh my god. I feel like those other non-boiling crab spots that are like boiling crab are not on boiling crab's level, bro. Do you feel that too, or am I tripping?
Man, what? So trash, bro.
I feel like there's been people who brought up, you know, these other spots and are like, this is way better than boiling. I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
I don't agree, but maybe it is for you, but
no, exactly. No,
boiling crab is fire.
It's so fire. I hate that they have a spot next to the crib.
And their fries too. The Cajun fries.
I know.
Oh my god.
Boiling crab is definitely top 5 place I gotta eat out here. Like, bro, I could never get tired of it. That's
I haven't gotten any in a while. Have you?
I haven't. Hey, we need to go.
We should go, bro.
You know where else we need to go, right?
Where?
Red West.
Oh my god.
Hey, this dude Miguel, he needs to get sponsored by Red West Pizza, man. You know,
real talk. Yeah. I'm about to see if they can sponsor the podcast. Every episode have a box of Red West.
Come on, you sleeping, bro?
That'd be dope. Huh?
That would be fire.
Remember the time? I don't know if you remember this, bro.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You don't know. It's gonna be when we drove to Red West.
Yeah. I knew it.
I don't remember what grade this was, bro. Maybe junior year. I think
it's senior year.
Maybe senior year. There was like 4 of us, I think, and we had decided. I don't know if it was right after school or last period or what. I don't remember, but we're like, yo, let's drive to Red West right when the bell rings or right after school. And it was 4 of us in 4 different cars. And we're like, damn, I had the truck.
That shit was packed.
And then I was like, damn, I don't got no, I can't fit everybody in here. Like, Turtle, you're gonna have to go in the back of the truck, bro, and and drive like that, bro. And I had the truck with the bed with the hood on it, the cover.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was before we left or after, but anyways, we got in the car, literally like raced to Red West, and you in the back of the truck.
Bro, what?
And then I think it was at the end when we got back, or maybe in the beginning, we did donuts in the parking lot with you in the truck.
It's fucked up.
You remember that, bro?
Yeah,
and you were screaming, hey, hey.
Bro, what? That was cold.
Were you able to sense what we were doing, or?
Yeah, of course. I was fucking flipping around in there like crazy. I was trying to grab to something to hold on. There was nothing to hold on.
I just hear you screaming in the back, hey, banging on the truck.
Bro, that was a good memory. Hell yeah. And then I remember when you used to have that truck, bro, you used to haul ass.
Oh, I know.
Dog, you used to hit like 100.
I was really comfortable in that truck, yeah.
Bro, that was your shit.
Man.
So it was definitely scary for me, man, with you driving in there, because I was going wild back there, but that was pretty funny.
We had a lot of not similar to that, but a lot of memories in general. I think that we built.
Man, what like good memories too, man.
Yes,
and like funny stories,
funny ass stories.
Just
we could go all day on that.
We really
That's like a whole different episode, really.
we
can go all day. We talked about a couple already with the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen. We did that a number of times. That wasn't just one time.
Right.
What about when I trucked you in football? You remember that? Oh
God, no, I don't remember that.
I think that same day I beat you 1-on-1 in basketball.
No,
you remember that too?
I do.
Oh my God.
Hey, but it was raining, man. It was raining.
Here we go. Here we go, y'all.
Who are listening out there, it was raining, and I slipped a couple times. So
you can't really excuses.
You can't really, count that.
Come on now, 1-on-1 with the great one.
What? What? No, I'm just playing.
What?
You know what else I remember? I remember when my little league team would smash your team.
Oh my God!
I think we played like 3 times.
I wanted to whoop y'all so damn bad. I was pissed. Like, why is this fool's team like the best in the league? Oh my God, I hated that. And I was like, we were like that. We were good, but we weren't on y'all level. We had some of those players who weren't baseball players.
Right.
And y'all had everybody who was baseball players.
It was deep. My squad was
and
nice.
I was like, okay, here we about to play this. We about to play Vic and his team. Like, they were probably the best team in the league.
Yeah.
So I looked forward to that, but at the same time, not really.
I just remember Miguel being this stocky, chubby ass kid. I think you were the catcher, huh?
I was a catcher. I played third, but I played catcher the most.
Yo, my guy was like, 12 or 11.
12.
He had a little belly to him.
Man, everything was going on during that time.
And when he would come up, he used to smack shit.
I would just rope him, bro.
Right.
Like, I would just put it all into it.
Right.
Doubles. Singles. Wouldn't get to the third base, but when I did, it was on.
Right. Nah, those
were good times too.
Those are good times, man. That's what I'm saying. We go back.
Yeah,
we go back a long
true.
Time, bro. That's why I really appreciate our friendship, man. Because it's not a lot of people could say they got real ones in their life as long as we've been,
that's true.
Friends. You know what I mean?
We've been homies for, like I said, since I moved to Norwalk, bro.
Right, from Long Beach, huh?
Yeah, from Long Beach. Right after elementary school. I think I mentioned this a couple of times, but moved to Norwalk, beginning of 6th grade, went to Corvallis. That's when I met you and the homies.
Yeah.
You guys were the first group of friends that I had, and to this day we stuck, and that was cool. And I think that's tight.
I think it is.
I don't think that's how it is for everyone when they move somewhere, but I was just fortunate and lucky and blessed to kind of meet you guys and click. And I think we all had similarities, like sports and just kind of personalities.
Yeah.
Especially, And then after that, it was super cool, So shout out to the middle school gang. And I think that was even the high school gang. And even till now, we still communicate.
We're blessed, man. We're blessed for sure.
That's what's up.
Yep.
When the pandemic hit, what was that like for you, bro? And even now, it's still occurring a little bit better here with the vaccinations and whatnot. But kind of what was it like for you in the beginning, and kind of how is it playing out for you now?
In the beginning, man, it was tough on me, man. Not gonna lie. I was inside the house, obviously, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Inside the house, did not leave the house. I was just, I got depressed, man. I was overeating. I was just, in my own head.
Yeah.
And I was just, the pandemic got the best of me, I would say.
Yeah.
But for the pandemic being a year and a half, 2 years almost, you know what I mean? Long. I was fortunate to kind of get out of that funk and, try to, look towards, the positive things, in life, and, just being grateful that I'm alive, seeing it. A lot of people get sick and pass away. I've had two family members that passed away from COVID.
Oh man.
So that kind of put perspective, into me. Like, I'm fortunate that one, I did not get sick.
Yeah.
Another, I didn't lose. I have a home and all that, or I didn't lose my job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I started to get out of that negative mindset, and I was like, you know what? I think this is like a sign from God. Like, everybody needs to, look within themselves and really, see what's important in your life, what you value, because I felt like in the pandemic, all you had was time.
Yeah.
There's no time to go out. There's no time for the get-togethers. You're inside. You're kind of just working on yourself and also like, practicing new hobbies and doing different things you wouldn't be doing if there wasn't a pandemic.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I noticed that too.
Right. So after I got off that funk, which was like maybe like 6 months, 7 months or whatever, I was like, you know what? I was still doing my food stuff, but I was like, I'm about to go hard. Like, because after this pandemic shit, like, I want to come out.
You want to come out the
gates blazing, you know what I mean? So I really had all the time on my hands, so I was just cooking. I was reading cookbooks. I was watching cooking instructional videos on YouTube. I was really applying myself, you know what I mean, in my craft. And then I kind of was learning the business side of the things I need to know, with the food stuff. And I gained some knowledge in that. And, now I feel like with the little work I put in, I feel like, I'm starting, I'm starting to hit my stride right now, and I'm trying to just continue with that momentum, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And continue moving forward. But
yeah,
it was the pandemic was a weird experience, man. I'm
definitely
sure, like everybody else, it definitely had its ups and downs.
For sure. No, I totally agree, and I'm sorry to hear about losing family members, bro. That's not the easiest thing or ever. So I can understand how difficult to go through that during a pandemic, and then not being able to remove yourself from a certain area because of the pandemic,
right?
And have that going on. It's not the easiest thing or the happiest thing at all. So, definitely my condolences to you and the fam.
Thanks, man.
For that, bro. And yeah, I can relate. I remember when the pandemic hit, was 2020 was the year, right? Last year, March, early, maybe even before that. We knew it was here, but we didn't really do anything about it till, as far as school related. I always go to this because I remember interning at 2 different schools and students being super excited about schools closing. And that was in March. And I'm not going to lie, I was kind of excited for a little break, but I didn't know how big of a deal it was, obviously.
Right. You didn't know how long it was.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just like a 2-week thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is 2-week break. Cool. Get the recharge real quick and get back at it. And then hearing about how it was, spreading and how severe and crazy it was, that caught me off guard as well. So then everything, I was already in the school graduate program. I was interning at schools. So both of those went virtual, and everything was at home at that point. And like I said, in the beginning, it was cool because I was like, oh, cool. I get to, kind of disconnect a little bit, relax a little bit.
Yep.
And then after a while, school stayed online. The internship stayed online. But then it was like, man, I'm not trying to be on a screen for this long working. It was like from the beginning of the day almost to the end of the day. And then I still worked outside of school and my internship, like Dream Big Stuff or whatever what it is. So I already did work online at to that extent, right? So then after a while, I was like, man, the screen is becoming an issue. You know, like it's really an issue, bro.
Yeah, man. It could drive you crazy.
Right. And it was already an issue prior to the pandemic, right? But now even more so, we see just how much of an issue it really is, like screen addiction and just being online and just the damage, you know, all that can do to a person.
Right.
And then kind of, so for me, that was kind of like the issue, like, damn, I want to break from just the screen. I want to go out, but can't. So I can definitely relate to just like that discomfort and being in your own head and thinking of that. But at the same time, I would, the field that I'm in, I was also aware of like how to go about dealing with these certain things, mental health, self-care, you know, all of that. So I was in that field, so I was aware of the possibility of this happening, and I knew how to step away from it in a sense, you know, like get out of that. But
you were like living through it.
Right.
Like
literally
straight up experiencing it.
Right. So I was able to see, I had a unique perspective, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Right. Like in one sense, I'm living through it. I'm experiencing it myself as a human. In another sense, in my profession in this field that I'm working as an intern and going to school for, I'm also helping the people who need that support during this time.
Yep.
And I'm learning about that and digesting it and applying it all at the same time. Yep. So it was very interesting to be in that and deal with it and also take care of my own self, you know, during that time. So I guess essentially, like in short, it was difficult to balance the screen time, the helping myself, kind of like scheduling that downtime, like all of that. So to some extent, you really just got to put yourself first and be like, forget everything else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I got to just kind of, take a step back, not even worry about this, and people can wait or whatever it is.
Yep.
Can wait.
No, man, you hit it on the nail. Put yourself first, man.
You know?
And I think not only with that, but just like even your relationships and shit.
Yep.
Like, at least for me, I got caught up with, like, I feel like sometimes I'm a people pleaser. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Like, I'm like, oh, like I haven't kicked it with this dude, or I haven't, whatever, attended to this person, whatever. And with the pandemic, it just made everybody self-reflect and look inside and realize what's important and to put yourself first. And that's what I did. So a lot of people were like, they felt some type of way, like, man, where's Turtle at? Or where's he been? Or whatever.
Or like, he's not the homie no more or whatever.
Right. Or whatever it may be. But I wasn't even on that type of stuff, I was just trying to stay sane and take care of my mental and make sure I'm good, And then after that is my family too. So like I'm there, I'm concerned for them and I want to be there for them. So I think definitely like looking internally, I think from this pandemic, we've definitely gained some definitely stuff.
And I think that's like a forever thing. Like we should always be reflecting and
being aware,
increasing our awareness, self-awareness too, inward and outward, and family kind of priorities type thing. Like we should definitely always be revisiting that. That's important, bro. Like that's super important.
Yeah, you can't get lost in the sauce, man. There's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? Just we gotta stay on that path and stay, focus on what's important.
I agree, bro. I agree. And then so that was like the beginning. That was 2020 March. Now we're June, over a year now, right? Like when did you start, or how is it for you now, even to this point? Are you still the habits you're practicing from the beginning of the pandemic? Obviously, things opening up even more now. Yeah. Kind of like, are things the same for you? Or things?
I think it's different a little bit. In the beginning, like, halfway through the pandemic, I was just like, man, this is how life's going to be. And I was just, sulking in the negativity and stuff. But, like I said, that little switch happened. And, with things opening back up right now, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the world's going to look like. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Especially the restaurant, the food industry.
Right.
You know, with a lot of places being closed down, unfortunately. And, you know, the food industry was one of the biggest industries that were affected by the pandemic.
It took a big hit. Huh?
So I'm really curious and excited to see, you know, what that world's gonna look like and what it's gonna look like for me and where I fit in or whatever.
That's true, huh? Because it could be different. It could present more opportunities.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of restaurants close down.
Yeah, sad.
That really sucks. You know, I'm really sad about that, you know, but I'm also, you know, looking at it as a positive thing. Like, hey, like, you know, with that, you know, I could come up in here and make some noise, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Have you during this time or even now, did you go into like the online aspect of presenting your business, your food? And obviously you did with Instagram, obviously going more, but you've always did that. But did you do that, or I guess you did too, right? More during the pandemic. Are you using that more as a tool to market yourself, to present your food and all of that?
Yep. I think Instagram is everything. I hate to depend on Instagram that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's hard, you know, like you said, screen time, that shit could affect you a lot.
Right. And you don't even realize it.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. So I got a timer on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Like, I got one too.
But my shit is 2.5 hours.
Oh, you did? My shit is 30 minutes.
Damn, you
30
see?
minutes.
I'm on my shit for too much.
I'd be happy towards the end of the day or even at night. Because I do kind of try to have a cutoff time. But I try to, like, just in general, like, time of the day. But sometimes I'll get that alert. Oh, 30 minutes. You reached your 30 minutes, like 9 p.m. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't wait for that all at the beginning.
Bro,
you know?
Mine's just 2.5 hours. What the hell?
No, that's good. That's cool, though. 30 minutes is pretty extreme.
I was going to say that, but that's great.
But what I do is, the way I try to work it is like, you know, when it comes to social media, I try to be more of a producer instead of a consumer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't go mindlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
I try to do less of that. You know, I used to do that. I think we all do that. But now I'm trying to be more aware, right? That awareness.
I hear you.
It's like, okay, if I got to produce something, let me produce it and bounce.
Right.
You know, and not even like scroll through it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'll check it in a little bit. Oh, cool. All right, cool. Checked it, bounce.
Right.
You know, like I don't be on there like boom, boom, boom. Nah.
Yeah, just
can't
scrolling.
And I apply that for all the social media accounts.
Nice.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless it's something I really like. Oh, like I really want to know this.
Yeah.
Knowledge, this craft.
Yeah.
Then I'll spend time digesting it. Video, reading it, whatever it is,
using it.
Yeah,
but as long that's the key. As long as you're using it to benefit yourself. If you're just scrolling, liking, like women's pictures, and like not dumb shit. Sorry, not like that. But do you know what I mean?
But I know what you mean, though.
Like just scrolling, and you're not feeding your brain like anything good. Right. Then I feel you.
No, and I think too. As far as like during grad school, I know there was a few projects that we had to do. Some people like researched on like social media, and you had to decide on whether, as far as that aspect of social media, people researched is social media have a negative impact on us, or is there a positive impact? And the majority of us already can talk about the negative, right? But in this case, we presented the positive aspect of social media, and there's a lot of positive. Social media does have a positive effect on us. We just don't really realize it sometimes. And in that case, that could be, for example, maybe like we build community through online, right? Like think about maybe someone with a disability can't travel, but they're able to be a part of a group online and not experience that outside of that online environment. So there's a lot of positive things within social media, but there's also a lot of negative.
Yeah,
So
for
we really
sure.
gotta kind of like, you know what I mean, like pick it out
Right.
and be aware of what that is, what the positive is, what the negative is, and then we can make that choice for ourselves.
Right. And going back to your, you were asking me how, what I do. Do I utilize, being online and all that?
Right.
That I that's how I choose to use social media for the most part. It's just, I try to use it for a positive thing for me. Like I try to set up shop.
Right.
And I try to sell, off my Instagram, and that's where a lot of my negotiations for caterings and gigs go down, is through my DMs or whatever, and also my promotion. I feel like I'm building on my followers right now. I feel like I have like a cool amount, and I'm just like trying to push out content.
Yep.
Whether it's a video of me making a dish, from scratch or whatever, or it's a fucking photo shoot of, a dish I'm really proud of or whatever. Or even if it's another restaurant I was at, I just like, I'm really trying to just push content out that's food related. I stayed away from the selfies.
Right.
I stayed away from the shit that don't matter. Like, I'm trying to turn my page into like a for real shop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's dope, and I think I see that too. Like each of your posts, I see the food content, and I see the video and the restaurant vibes, and I think it's all great. Like every time I see your content, I'm like, damn, that look bomb. I need that.
Hey,
Yo, I need that. I need that, bro. Every time. So it's working, bro.
Oh,
what
thanks,
you got
man.
going on is working.
Thank you, bro, man.
That's for sure.
That's my plan. You know what I mean? If somebody, I always like to hear that when people approach me and they're like, "Yo, what you just posted on Instagram looks fire."
Yeah.
Or, "Why are you always making me hungry, bro?"
Yup.
Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to accomplish.
You're like, cool.
Exactly.
Like it's working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, it turns into, "Hey, can you make me that?" Or,
Yep. Or a catering opportunity.
right.
I know
Man.
that. I know that kind of eventually happened with me. Obviously I've been trying your food since like day one, and had those opportunities to go to, Casa de Lola event here and there. And then eventually when I had reached out to you to cater for the Dream Big event, that was dope too. So, man, I love that damn food, bro. At the catering event.
Man.
I need that again.
I'm going to have to make you a plate for real. Like,
For real, bro.
this coming week or something.
I'm going to need that.
I got you.
Rapid fire questions.
Okay.
All right. Before we go into that, where can people follow you online? Where can people order food from you? What's the best place to go?
So you follow me on Instagram at Chef Boyardee.
Hey, I like your, bro, since you, it's all random too.
Go ahead.
Chef Boyardee, the dope name too.
Thank you, man. It's a play on Chef Boyardee.
Yep.
Everybody knows who Chef Boyardee is or what it is.
Yep.
If you don't, then there's something wrong with your childhood.
I know.
You know what I mean? But yeah, basically it's a play on that. I ended it with the T because my nickname is Turtle, so that's what people call me by.
Hey.
So.
Okay, so Chef Boyardee on Instagram. People can follow you there.
Exactly. And then you could email me for all orders, Chef Vic Ramos at Gmail. I also have a Twitter. It's Chef Boyardee as well. And I've been uploading more food content on Twitter, so you could catch me on that. And then look out for my TikTok. I'm going to start doing recipes on there.
Hey.
I haven't made one yet, but I'm literally going to make one this weekend. So, yeah.
And then
by Monday, the TikTok should be up.
That's going to be tight.
That would be at Chef Boyardee. Yeah, I'm going to do tutorials and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because my Instagram is just pictures, but I feel like TikTok would be like tutorials.
Right, I see a lot of that on TikTok right now.
Yeah, TikTok's big.
Great. Yep.
So I got to take
And
advantage of
then
that.
Chef Vic Eats, right? That's up and coming.
That's and then my website chefviceats.com. You could also order through me on there, and that's more of a deeper just dive into like who I am.
Nice.
I have my bio up there, and I have, a menu up there that you can order from, where it's more an explanation,
Yeah.
more about me. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that.
And I'll also add all of that information in the description of the podcast episode and also on social media.
My
so in
guy.
case people want to check that out too.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I think I'm ready for it.
Rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to mind, just spit it out. All right, ready? I'm not going to tell you how many questions we got.
All
right, here we go. Number 1, what is your favorite meal to eat and to cook?
Ooh. To eat, I'll probably say oxtail.
Oxtail?
Yep.
Oh.
Right now.
Okay.
I love to eat it, and I've been cooking it lately, so.
There we go.
Yep.
What was your first job?
First job? Ooh. TLC car wash.
Hey, represent, shout out.
In Lakewood, man. Fuck that job, bro. But shout out to all my coworkers, man. That, most of them were predominantly Mexican and of Latino, ethnicity. And man, that made me have a deeper appreciation of, of just Latino workers, period, man. They do the jobs that many of us don't want to do, and just getting paid minimum wage, man. Putting in work. There was washing in the cars, waxing the cars, in the hot sun. So yeah, but TLC car wash was my first job.
And he was like, "Fuck that job."
No, that job, for real.
One piece of advice that you want all listeners to take with them after listening to this episode.
Oh, that's a good question. I would say, just be passionate. I mean, to follow your passion, whatever that may be, just build on, what you really love, pursue that, talking to Miguel, being in this room right now, he got the dope setup. I was letting him know that earlier. This the podcast room. And, this all came from, him starting it from the ground up and what he was passionate about. And, his passion was serving the community and making a difference. And it's grown into another passion, which is podcasting and talking to his friends and kicking it. And it's what he's doing is dope. And so with me, I feel like, I'm on my path as well, and I'm building my business, and I'm doing it because I have a passion for it, and I have, and
it makes you happy.
It makes me happy. Exactly. So I would just say, follow your passion and just run with it.
Hell yeah. I love that. When you're not working, how do you like to spend your time?
Cooking. I'm telling you, bro, like, when I'm not working or I'm cooking, I'm thinking about cooking 24/7. But if it's not cooking, I like to spend time with my family. Play dominoes.
Yup.
Listen to music.
Play some poker.
I like poker too.
Yup.
Yeah, my family's a big poker family. Watch sports. I'm a simple dude.
I feel you, bro. And get your Laker dance on too.
For sure.
Last question. Tell me one thing you are grateful for.
Man, I am grateful. It's gonna sound cliche, but I'm grateful for my family and friends.
Hey.
I'm very blessed with people that believe in me and support me and love me, and I have a lot of other friends that I can't say the same because it's either they've told me or I've seen it. So the amount of support, of love, I get from my family and friends, I'm very grateful for it, and I know I'm just very blessed.
Man, with that said, Vic, Turtle, Chef Boyardee, I appreciate you being on the podcast, bro.
Thank you. All day, man. Like, I really appreciate this, Miguel, man. What you're doing is really dope, and I'm looking forward to the next time, man. You got to get me on episode 2, bro. Episode 2.
Bro. When I get the video set up, I'll definitely have you back on.
Nice.
So keep that in mind. And with that said, everyone, have a good day. Have a good night. Appreciate you all. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Peace.
Peace.